Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for the gift of parents, relatives, teachers, and friends. We ask you that as you are going to have this English lesson, that you may bless us with knowledge and understanding to understand whatever is going to be taught. May you help us to be active and participate in this lesson. And may you bless our teachers as they teach us. In the mighty name of Jesus, I have prayed. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. So you're welcome to this English language lesson. And do you still recall what we learned last time? Who can remind us of what we learned last week? By a show of hands, that is very good because people were starting to give correct answers. Nalubega Esther Lucy.
We learned about the use of for and since.
Thank you. So we looked at the use of since and for, okay. Nachugude Gladys.
The use of much and many.
The use of much and many. I trust that you can now use those two in sentences and use them correctly. So I wouldn't wish to hear someone say, I have many money in my pocket, okay? So we looked at the differences and now you can ably differentiate between when you're supposed to use many, when you're supposed to use much, when you're supposed to use since, and when you're supposed to use for, okay? So thank you very much. You're very good girls. I can see you pay attention. So in today's lesson, because you've already lost a few minutes, people, you can now put down your hand so that we look at something new. We are looking at adjectives. I know even in your primary, you looked at them, okay? So that is why I want to ask you by show of hands, who knows what adjectives are? Or can you define for us adjectives? Let me see, Tendo Tamali. Tamali, your hand was up. Are you lost? Okay, Tamali is not ready. Banis, Nakasi, you unmute and tell us.
Hi.
Girls, when I call upon your name, you please unmute yourself and then talk to us, okay? So, Adeke, what adjectives?
Adjectives are words that are used to describe a noun. For example, tall or short, old and new.
Thank you very much. Excellent answer. Anyone to add on to that before we proceed? She has said the words used to describe a noun, okay? Do they describe only a noun? Anyone adding on to what she has said? Louise Kwagala. Unmute and tell us. Kwagala, are you there?
Oh, teacher, I left my hand.
Okay. Gloria Miro.
Adjectives are words that are used to describe nouns and pronouns.
Thank you. Very good. So she has added that they don't only describe nouns, but they can also describe pronouns. I am hoping that we all know the difference between a noun and a pronoun. Okay. Someone is unmuting themselves and making noise. So that is exactly what we are going to look at this morning. Adjectives, what they are, and how we use adjectives. Okay. So teacher Ted is going to share her screen with us. And like we had seen, I know some of you had peeped at the screen already. We are talking about adjectives being those words that describe something or someone. So someone was mentioning in their definition, old and new. Okay. Could we get more examples of the adjectives that you know? Any other examples? Lucy, can you please mute? Nachigoode, mute your microphone. They're making noise. Okay, thank you. So by show of hands, other examples of adjectives that you know? Vanessa Atkunda.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Beautiful. So you would say, if the noun is Vanessa, so Vanessa is beautiful. Okay. We are using the adjective to modify or describe Vanessa. Okay. Other examples, Apio Grace.
The dog is fat.
Come again.
The dog is fat.
The dog is fat. So this dog, apart from it being a dog, is also a fat dog. Okay. So fat is describing this dog. Thank you very much. Barbara Borova.
Smart.
Smart. Thank you. Okay. Lena.
The ball is red.
Red. Okay. So she's also bringing in color, adjectives of color. Thank you. Nabifo Gracie.
Adorable.
Adorable. Okay. Thank you very much. So you people already know adjectives. So we shouldn't learn about them, should we? Oh, you're quiet. It means we should.
We should.
We should.
We should.
Okay. Okay.
To
Okay.
remind ourselves.
Okay. So you already know, but we remind ourselves. Okay. Good girls. So we have tried to look at the examples, and our definitions are: one, that we use adjectives to describe something or someone. Now I have a few questions for you. Have you ever described something or someone?
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Good. Have ever described something or someone? What are the words you use to describe this thing or something? Namagembe Margarine, what words did you use to describe them or to describe that thing? Namagembe, are you there? Okay, as she prepares herself, Vivian Alema.
I use the word beautiful to describe my sister.
You use beautiful to describe your sister. Okay, thank you. Alima Katazi. Gift, are you the one singing?
Teacher, I use the words.
Yes, come again.
Marjorie, you picked me, but my internet wasn't stable, so I got lost. But I was saying I used the word tall to describe that tree.
Okay, thank you very much. Emily, Mirembe Emily.
I use the word sharp to describe the knife.
Excuse me, teacher, did you hear?
Pardon?
I used the word sharp to describe a knife.
Okay, thank you very much. So she used sharp to describe the knife. Now, an adjective is a word used to describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. I guess you can hear people say, I use this to describe that, okay? Now, in so doing, they are modifying the noun or pronoun. That is what an adjective does. Can we put our hands down? Because when we leave them up, they confuse us. We need everyone to participate. Thank you, you're doing very well. Now, an adjective normally indicates quality, size, shape. You've had fat, you've had beautiful, you've had people were giving examples. Well, some of them were in the same line, but we want to say that they normally indicate quality. Okay, how good something is. They indicate size. That is where the fatness comes in. Shape, yes, so that you know that this thing is in a particular shape. Duration, feeling, content, and more about the noun and pronoun, okay? As we'll later be seeing in the screen share. Mr. Oluka, are you there? Okay, as I look for Mr. Oluka. So the next question is, people have been mentioning only and only those things that they mentioned in a simple sentence. I said my sister is beautiful. Now, if you're, for example, going to tell us about any of your family members, what would you say? For us to get to know those people better, what would you tell us? Would you say my sister is beautiful? Full stop. Or I have a
No.
loving sister? No, you may have some addition, okay? Now, I want us to try and make a concrete paragraph, okay? And then as you give this paragraph, the theirs. And the task that we'll have, the rest of us, will be to pick out any adjectives that would have had. Can someone tell me if it is loud and clear?
No.
Excuse me.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
not
You
audible
are
enough.
breaking.
You are breaking.
Oh,
Aren't audible.
okay.
You are audible enough, not
Are you
breaking.
now getting me? Am I
Yes,
clear
Yes.
now?
yes, teacher.
Okay, okay, okay. Let me repeat the instructions. The rest of us can mute. As saying, we are going to get one person to describe a close relative, a member of their family they want to describe or talk about. The task that is upon the rest of us as this person is describing is for us to try and pick out any adjectives that person will have used, okay? Now, the person who is describing is supposed to use adjectives. If you don't use adjectives, it means we'll not be able to know what you're describing and will therefore not be in position to identify the adjectives, okay? So as you describe, our role will be to pick out those adjectives. So who is up to that task of telling us about a family member they want to describe? Who? Mildred?
My sister is a thin, short, 7-year-old, dark-skinned Ugandan girl.
Thank you very much.
Teacher.
Okay, yes, please.
She was fast.
Teacher.
That
You were
was
very
rapid.
fast.
Okay,
Mildred, that you
let
were
me
very
repeat.
fast. Come again.
My sister is a thin.
Your network, something is breaking.
My sister is a thin, short, 7-year-old dark-skinned Ugandan girl.
Okay, people, what have we picked? By a show of hands. Hope, Eunice, what have you picked?
Thin.
Come again.
Thin.
Ugandan.
Someone is speaking, but I've not heard them. Hope, what did you say?
Thin.
There is someone who is talking and they're disorganizing my ears. Please mute. Mulungi N Special. Can you please mute your microphone? Okay, thank you. So I've just had someone mention
Thin.
dark-skinned.
Thin.
Thin. Okay, thank you very much.
Short. 7-year-old.
Short.
Okay, so you've also had short. Okay.
7-year-old.
7-year-old.
Ugandan.
Ugandan. Okay. Dark-skinned. Okay, so someone is still singing. Kindly mute your microphone. Okay, so thank you very much. At least you've proven that you are listening. Now, I want us to try out a few sentences. I want us to try out a few sentences. And in these sentences, we are going to fill in the blank with an adjective. Okay. Mr. Oluka? Mr. Oluka will be sharing the screen, but we could proceed as he comes in. People's hands that are up. What are you responding to? Can you first put down the hands? We have closed the other assignment for now, so we are waiting for the next one, okay? So when the next one comes up and you have the answer, you put up your hand, apart from if you have a question. And we could as well have the question later on. So there we go with the screen share.
Which slide?
Could we go to slide 3? Okay, so there we go with the question. Okay, Mr. Oluka? Thank you very much. Okay, so the very first point to note is that adjectives help us to know more about a noun by making what you are seeing or writing clear and specific. Okay, so you could have 3 girls. What will make each girl different from the other are those adjectives you'll use to describe these girls. So with the description you make using the adjectives, it will be clearer which girl is who, okay? So one would be having a blue uniform, while the other has probably a brown one. Another could have brown shoes, yet one has black shoes. So there I am using adjectives of color. However, we've said that all those adjectives that we use are meant to describe or modify this noun or pronoun. We know that if we've been talking about a noun that is, for example, a bag, it becomes a pronoun it, okay? When we've been talking about this girl, Gloria, she'll become, well, I'm already using the pronoun she, okay? So we have those examples there. The dash children are eating food, okay? By a show of hands, which answer can fit in that space? Who? Katsime, Grace?
Well behaved.
Can you please repeat the answer and fill in?
Well behaved.
Yes, I know you have picked on well behaved. Can you fit it into the answer, please?
The well behaved children are eating food.
Thank you very much. So the well-behaved children are eating food. What do we know about these children who are eating food? They are well behaved. So that is the purpose of the adjective. It is giving us more information. It is describing the children. It is modifying the children. Okay. Any other answers we could pick from the ones given? I need someone who hasn't spoken. Angela, Ikiriza.
The young children are eating food.
Come again.
The young children are eating food.
The young children are eating food. Okay, thank you. Someone who hasn't spoken, Cynthia, Stefan.
The little children are eating.
The little children are eating food. Okay, thank you very much. We could go to the next one. Senior 1 students are. Senior 1 students are. I am waiting to hear what they are. I hope it is the fact. Okay, so senior 1 children are Mutamba.
Senior 1 students are hardworking.
Senior 1 students are hard work. Could we get another person? Kahuga, Charity.
Senior 1 students are smart.
Senior 1 students are smart. Thank you. Asio.
Senior 1 students are intelligent.
Senior 1 students are intelligent. Okay. Philippa, Charity.
Senior students are obedient.
Senior 1 students are obedient. So you see that whatever we are using here is telling us something more about the senior 1 students. Nambuya.
Senior 1 students are loving.
Senior 1 students are loving. Okay, Nisima.
Senior 1 students are many.
Senior 1 students are. Come again.
Many. Senior 1 students are many. Many.
Well, but you're not picking that. Oh, okay, I've seen it. I thought it was not in the bracket. Okay, thank you. Lastly, online lessons are. Online lessons are Queen.
Online lessons are.
Someone is echoing. Your hand is not even up. Yes, Queen.
Online lessons are interesting.
Thank you. Okay, online lessons are interesting. Whoever wants to speak should put their hand up and wait to be picked on. Vivian, Sandra?
Online lessons are short.
Online lessons are short. Okay. Nasi Mirembe Viola, you said you are lost. What could be the problem? Nasi, are you now with us? We are simply looking at adjectives, okay? And we've said they are describing words, they describe nouns. We've also said they modify those nouns or pronouns, okay? So that is where we are. Lastly, Nanyanzi.
Teacher, I have I lost my connection and I was asking so that you can go up. I was still writing the definition of an adjective.
Okay, we are going to go back, but those who are asking whether the work will be uploaded, yes, it will be uploaded. Okay, so you'll find the work in the Google Classroom. Teacher Percy, are you there?
Yes, please. I'm around. Thank you, Teacher Debbie.
Welcome.
I think let me thank you for that wonderful teaching. And I think girls have learned how to use adjectives. Put it on the slide. When we look at I think let me call upon Mrs. Kavma to first take us through the pictures, through the pictorials, if she's on. Teacher Deborah, are you hearing me?
Yes, I am getting you.
Hello?
You can hear you.
I'm getting you,
Percy. Oh my God.
Teacher Percy, we are getting you.
Let Mrs. Kavma take on the. Let Mrs. Kavma take on the. Okay, let me call upon Mrs. Kavma to take on slide 3. Is it 3 or 4? The pictures to lead us through that stage of the pictures.
Okay.
It says Kavma on. Mrs. Kavma, please. She's there.
I hope her network is okay now.
Teacher Bruno, can we have the pictures?
Yes, it is.
The pictures are projected already.
Okay. Now, if she's not around, let's quickly have the girls describe what they can see in this picture, in these pictures using adjectives. Using adjectives. Thank you.
Okay, so girls,
anyone's hand up? Yes. Yes,
we are seeing quite a number of.
What can you see in the picture? My goodness.
I can see that the jug is full.
Network.
Teacher Percy, we can actually hear you.
Okay. Now we are going to take part in the description of these pictures as earlier explained by Teacher Deborah on how to use adjectives in our sentences. These pictures have some words on them, but you can make your own sentence as shown in the picture. So let me invite anyone to describe any picture they want to describe. For example, it could be the picture of the pink water jar. And you say, the water jar is full of juice. It's full of juice. So you can pick on any picture that you wish to describe. Thank you. Now let's check on the hands. I don't know who can help me take the hands. Where I am, I can't take on the hands.
I'm here, it's okay.
Help me pick. Help me pick.
Namaya Anja Maria. Namaya Anja Maria.
The elephant looks big in the picture.
Thank you.
Caprese, did you capture
The elephant looks big. Yes, the elephant looks big in the picture. Thank you. Another one.
Nasolo, Bethel.
The books in the picture looks heavy.
The books in the picture look heavy. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Done.
Alicia Kasozi.
The handsome man is wearing a gray suit.
The handsome man is wearing, a gray suit. Handsome. That is correct. Another one.
Banis Nakasi.
The turtle is slow.
The turtle is slow. Yes, thank you. That is right. Another one.
The beautiful lady is wearing a tiara.
The beautiful lady is wearing a tiara. Beautiful. Thank you. That is right. Another one.
Nalule Anna.
The girl is beautiful.
The girl is beautiful. So beautiful is an adjective. Thank you. Another one. Hello. Another one.
Sheba. Who comes okay?
The car is old.
The car is old. Thank you. That is right. Another one.
The brick wall is hard.
Akutumia Mukisa. Akutumia Mukisa.
The boy is carrying. The boy cannot carry the heavy box.
The boy cannot carry the heavy box. That is right. Heavy. Another one.
The mouse
Namalwa,
is small.
Pamela.
The man is feeling hungry.
Pardon?
The brown dog is wet.
Pardon?
I've heard that the brown dog is wet.
Dog is wet. Color. That is right.
The brick wall is hard.
The brick wall is hard. Thank you. That is right. Could we have
The gray elephant?
The boy is hot.
the last two?
The naked boy is hot.
The mouse is small.
The mouse is small.
The
etc.
boy is hot.
The boy
The man is cold.
The man is cold. Cold is the adjective. Okay. Thank you very much, all of us. And I think now, after describing the pictures, I think now we know how to use the different types of adjectives, forms of adjectives, etc. etc. Can you hear me, please?
Teacher Percy, your network is breaking.
You, Teacher Deborah.
We didn't get what you said. You were breaking.
Okay. Teacher Deborah, do you get me now?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Luca or Teacher Bruno, can we proceed to the next? Next slide.
We've moved to next
Okay.
slide.
Have you shared it, Mr. Luca?
Yes,
It is shared already.
Okay. Then, okay, below there. Okay, people put down your hands, and then we can continue. We shall ask questions afterwards, or after this next slide. Or if you have any question, okay, let's first take on the question because I'm seeing so many hands up. So now I think there are no questions. So let's have the story below there, and it is a mother, her visit to grandmother. And I think most of us have visited our grandmothers. Some of our grandmothers are here in town. We visited them. Some of our grandmothers are in the village, and you've traveled there, etc., etc. So can I have 3 people, starting with 1, to read for us this story, and then we try to identify the adjectives that have been used.
A visit to grandmother. My grandmother
Yes,
is a
Teacher Dawa, can you speak?
Someone is reading. I don't know who picked on them, so I am choosing to ignore them. Victoria Queen, can you begin?
A visit to grandmother. My grandmother is a hardworking woman. She lives in a village far in the remote areas of Rakai, but her home is one that I look forward to visiting during my holidays. Grandmother has an art of cooking which makes you look forward to all her meals. As soon as you get there, she orders for fresh fish for lunch. She does not fry it, but it always tastes so fresh. When she prepares rice, she adds onions and ghee, causing an aroma that is so tempting. You cannot wait for mealtime. Her pancakes are done so well and they are always sweet, yet with little cooking oil used. The meat is first grilled, then steamed in banana leaves, and it is always tender and delicious. At tea time, she uses milk from her small farm, and because she only rears local cows, the tea is so appetizing that I feel like chewing the cup itself.
Okay, thank you. Can we have someone else to read? Someone else.
Sophia?
Good.
Sophia?
A visit to grandmother. My grandmother is a hardworking woman. She lives in a village far in the remote areas of Rakai, but her home is one that I look forward to visiting during my holidays. Grandmother has an art of cooking which makes you look forward to all her meals. As soon as you get there, She orders for fresh fish for lunch. She does not fry it, but it always tastes so fresh. When she prepares rice, she adds onions and ghee, causing an aroma that is so tempting you cannot wait for mealtime. Her pancakes are done so well, and they are always sweet, yet with little cooking oil used. The meat is first grilled, then steamed in banana leaves, and it is always tender and delicious. At tea time, she uses milk from her small farm, and because she only rears local cows, the tea is so appetizing that I feel like chewing the cup itself.
Well, thank you. Can we have the last one?
Teacher
Yes,
Percy,
please.
I am suggesting
Yes,
that
please.
because of the time, would we just discuss, because we may not finish up. We have about 10 minutes only.
Okay. Okay. Now we have a question down there. Identify the adjectives used in this passage. Let's quickly brainstorm them, and then I give you the homework. Let's quickly brainstorm the adjectives that you.
We've lost you. Come again.
Okay, let's quickly identify the adjectives used in this passage. A visit to grandmother. Let's quickly identify them. Hope you're getting me. Can we take one hand?
Teacher Percy, let me take the hands and let's do this quickly. When I mention your name, you say your adjective, okay? Kahuga Charity.
Hardworking.
Good. Gloria Miro.
Little.
Okay. Teacher Percy, I hope you're taking notes. Louise Kwagala.
Yes. Yes, please.
Advertising.
Yes, please.
Gloria Miro.
Fresh.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Fresh.
Okay.
Yes.
Naila Nantale.
Yes, please.
Naila Nantale. Please say your adjective.
Delicious.
Delicious, okay. Nalule Anna.
Okay, that is okay. Another one?
Tender.
Anna, what are you saying?
Tender.
Okay. Kalemana Shifa.
Sweet.
Nashifa, please say yours.
Sweet.
Okay, thank you. Vivian Sandra.
Rakai.
Not really.
Vivian Sandra, is Rakai an adjective?
No.
It's an adjective of origin, I think.
It's a noun.
Okay. When we look at the passage, it is not an adjective, it is a noun. Who hasn't said anything? Dagano, Queen Esther.
Small. Small.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Atwine.
Tempting.
Please say that again.
Tempting.
Okay. Teacher Percy, do you still want some more?
No, those can do. Now let me request them to have a paper and a pen. paper and a pen. I hope everyone has a paper and pen. Can we put down our hands? Can we put down our hands? Unless you're asking something, but let's have a paper and pen. We are going to write down this question. Write down this question. I hope you're getting me.
Yes.
Deborah, do you get me? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. In about 3 paragraphs, write a story. Write a story describing the person you love most. The person you love most. In brackets, put endeavor to use adjectives, pronouns, and nouns. To make
Repeat.
in about 3 paragraphs. In about 3 paragraphs. I hope someone is writing in the chat. In about 3 paragraphs, describe the person you love most. Describe the person you love most. In about 3 paragraphs, describe the person you love most. I hope you're getting me, people.
Yes.
Shadeb, did you get
Yes, we do.
We do get you.
Yes.
Then in brackets, you can say, use adjectives to make your work beautiful. To make your work beautiful. So that is our homework for today.
Teacher, do you mind repeating the question? Please repeat the question.
In about 3 paragraphs.
Teacher Procy, excuse me. I have typed the question in the chat. They can look at the chat. The question is there.
We do it in our books.
Thank you. You're doing the work in the books, classroom. You're doing the work in the classroom books. We shall see that later. Thank you.
When do we hand in?
Do the work in your class books, classroom books. That is the English books. And then we shall look at it later.
Excuse me, teacher, are we writing the
Thank you,
passage
teacher.
about visit to grandmother?
Pardon?
No, you're not writing the passage.
Pardon?
Someone
Okay,
is asking if they write the passage of the grandmother. It's not necessary.
Okay, thank you.
I want to come in to address someone who is asking that, are they writing using only adjectives? The paragraph you're writing will not only contain adjectives, but like we've said, an adjective makes you see something clearer. So you want to describe a room for us to also be able to see that room, okay? So you'll use adjectives. That does not mean that they will stand alone. So you're writing those 3 paragraphs, but we expect to find adjectives and descriptions of that person that you love most, okay? So I don't know whether, Teacher Percy, there are a few questions, a few hands. Chirabo?
Yes, you can take one. Yes.
Chirabo? Pal, your hand is up.
I wanted to ask about one adjective that I pointed out. There was a sentence in the story. There was a sentence that says he lives in a village far in the remote areas of Rakai. Can remote be an adjective?
Yes, please. Because it is describing where she is living.
Thank you, teacher.
Another one?
Nalule, Anna?
Teacher, is it fine if you write about yourself?
That would be very selfish, Nalule.
Yeah,
Self-love.
that is selfish.
But this time the question says a person you love most, another person. They would have said, write about yourself. Describe yourself. So please describe another person. Okay. But you could write another one describing him. He's also okay. So now Magembe Marjorie. Marjorie, are you asking?
Yes, teacher. Yeah, I'm asking. I was saying that when you're writing this paragraph, are we going to write like how you've been like how they have written in the passage we have just from reading? Like, let's say, my sister, she is a very loving girl, like something like that.
In other words, you're giving her positive character, what she does that makes you to like her, or how she behaves, etc. etc.
Oh,
But
okay.
Teacher Percy, girls, please refrain from copying from the passage. Be original, okay? So come describing that person without starting with, my sister is hardworking. She cooks cookies. Please don't do that. Try to be original so that you own your work. Okay?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Ario, Esther, your hand is up.
Teacher, how will we present? How will we present?
Can you first of all write down the working?
Let's start with the book.
Okay.